that, let me get on to item 8.1, which is the Welborne Design Guidance Supplementary Planning Document for adoption. Members will recall at our last meeting we went through and we received and formally adopted the rest of Borough Design Guidance, this document here, an excellent document. And this evening I'm asking you to formally adopt the Welborne Design Guidance. Now, we have two separate design guidances, frankly, because at this stage of our borough plan there are two very distinct types of development areas. With Welborne we have new development, and the nature of this planning guideline reflects that. The purpose of it is to provide guidance on the design principles that are set out in the vision, objectives and policies of the adopted Welborne plan. And we're looking to help ensure consistent application throughout Welborne as it develops. And of course we will be receiving, what we would expect to receive, planning applications over many, many years. And what we want to get is a consistent approach, and an approach that does adhere to the actual design guidelines that we have in the plan itself. Ultimately, we're looking for high quality design that delivers a place where residents choose to live. The document should be particularly helpful to applicants developing proposals for Welborne, and they're most likely to be professional applicants and professional developers. Members of the community with interest in any aspect of the development, so they should be able to read this document and understand what sort of design and quality objectives we have in mind. And frankly, members of the community who may plan to live, work and enjoy the community in Welborne. So it's a very important document. And given the nature of Welborne as a totally new development, the document does explain quite thoroughly what those visions and objectives and policies are. It identifies the key design documents which we will expect to accompany planning applications, and so that anyone putting an application will understand what elements he's got to address and how they need to be addressed. It explains the ways in which design policies in the plan can be successfully applied to shape the Welborne development, and that includes identification of the character areas that we have identified, green infrastructure requirements and the nature of how that should relate to the housing and transportation within the area, access and movement around and into and out of Welborne, what the residential areas are and how we expect to see them designed and framed, employment areas where we expect them to be sited, district and local centres, and of course the schools. So a very important and very extensive document to help in terms of those applications. And of course we bear in mind that we're not going to get one application next year for the entire area. They may roll over a period of time. It's very important that applications do overlap and they provide a consistent approach to achieving good design. Public consultation on this document took place between June last year and August last year. The representations received all in Appendix A of this agenda report. In practice, we did incorporate some minor changes to aid clarification, but generally the responses tend to be areas which actually needed highlighting in terms of whether they're already addressed in the report, or there are areas that actually weren't to be dealt with in this report at all, which come out of the natural planning process. So the consultation was not one that required us to get involved in any major changes. The document itself is an excellent document. This is the actual document itself. Very readable, but both to the professionally qualified and the non-professionally qualified. As with the rest of the Borough Design Guidance, it's designed and developed totally by our own team, in Richard Jolly's area under the direction of Claire Bennett. It's an excellent document, as good as any that we would have actually got by way of subcontracting the work out. And I thank the team for their dedication and actually very long hours they put into developing that, and sometimes at very short time scales, I guess to a degree at our insistence. So excellent work done there. Members, we've been asked tonight, and I'm asking you tonight to first of all note the consultation comments and agree with their responses, and secondly to adopt the Welborne Design Guideline SPD with effect from January the 25th, 2016. And of course that they include, we'll now take the time to call this decision in if they wish to.